Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rush in. Rush in. 15. Chopper. 58. Come on.
Now Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hatch it. Watch it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Burton. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Yeah, that's what I do. Switch it.
Hey, 43, 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Attack!
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yellow!
Check pass.
I don't need to. Come on, baby.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
We're set on first down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On second down now. It's Connor, and that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Try and run for it with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has. His ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now, he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Try it. 64. Weak. Hey, look. Right side.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 29-yard line.
Yellow. On the line. Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Brissett sets to throw it. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Short yardage, Brissett. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They run again on first down. Peterson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At their 49-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check.
To throw is Brissett. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Don't get nervous. Check.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yellow. Go on,
56. I'm coming for you.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check three. Protein spell.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm going back to you. Shift.
Attack.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yellow. Argo blue 80. Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deontay Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Brissett. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
At the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go. Check 99. Check 99.
They run with Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throw left side to Reynolds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it, Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm here all day.
Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Brissett now. He'll get that one complete to counter. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
Cook following the penalty. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play fake. Mahomes. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
53's mine. Tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Showing up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Elliott puts this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Reset. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Brian Anger now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brissett looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Brissett. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Brissett. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Bullet good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. left to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory. I've
got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Miami, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, damn!